Today on People Now, we're going behind the scenes at last night's SAG Awards, all the moments you didn't see on TV.
And Frankie Grande joins us to break down the fashion highlights from the silver carpet. Which celebs knocked it out the park?
Plus, Rachel Brosnahan drops a major marriage bombshell.
Carrie Bradshaw is back. We'll tell you why Sarah Jessica Parker is dusting off those famous Manolos.
And puppies! We're gearing up for this weekend's Puppy Bowl with some adorable little guys who will definitely brighten up your Monday.
Woohoo! It's all today on People Now.
Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome to People Now. I'm Kristen Kelly.
And I'm Makon Dovu. Now, we're holding down the fort in cold New York, while Jeremy and Andrea are still in sunny Los Angeles for last night's Screen Actors Guild Awards.
Yes, they join us live now from the People Studios in LA. What do you guys got for us? Hi.
We could have been hanging in the sun. We could have been hanging out at the pool the whole time if we wanted to. It's that warm here, so sorry, guys.
We were at the SAG Awards. It was a lot of fun. I mean, we were at the carpet before. That was cool, interviewing all the stars. And then we got to be backstage, actually interviewing the people that won.
Yeah, one of the cool things about this, the spot that we were at, when the actors that had won, just when they came off stage, they came right back to the area we were to actually get their SAG Award. They signed their paper. They got the engraving, all that stuff.
A lot of happy people, basically.
Very happy. And the emotions were so raw. We're going to be talking to people like Sandra Oh and the cast of This Is Us and all these others coming up in a bit. You're going to love some of the comments and the interviews that we got.
Yeah.
Great. And by the way, you guys looked amazing last night.
I know.
Killed your looks. All right, guys, and that's not all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was
lots of
painful.
powder,
Yeah.
lots of bronzer.
You look gorgeous.
You look gorgeous, and that's not all, folks. We've got the wonderful Frankie Grande live in studio. Now, he's here to help us break down all that SAG Awards fashion highlights.
Yes.
That's going to be so much fun. There were some major moments on the silver carpet.
Yes, but before we get there, we want to hear from you on your favorite moment of the night.
So we boiled it down to 4 choices. Could it be Black Panther's huge win for Best Ensemble? Or maybe was it all those Glenn Close and Michael Douglas fans out there that just could not get over the Fatal Attraction reunion? Or your favorite moment could definitely be the surprise Jeffrey Owens appearance. Or what about when John Krasinski was crying over his wife Emily Blunt's big win? That was pretty special.
Oh my gosh, so cute. Vote in our People poll or just tweet us your answers with the hashtag PeopleNow. We'll check in on those in just a little bit, but for now, let's move on to a full recap of the night.
Indeed, the 25th Screen Actors Guild Awards honored the best in film and television performances on Sunday night, and they did not disappoint. So from the silver carpet fashion to the winner speeches, it was truly an epic night. Now, the hilarious Megan Mullally hosted the SAG Awards and kicked off the night to a night of, well, not too many surprises.
The marvelous Mrs. Maisel snagged 3 SAG Awards, with Tony Shalhoub and Rachel Brosnahan taking home Outstanding Performance by a Male and Female Actor in a Comedy Series, as well as Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Comedy Series.
Very nice.
Yes.
Rami Malek scored a SAG Award for Outstanding Performance by a Lead Actor for his portrayal of Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. And Mahershala Ali won for Outstanding Performance by a Supporting Actor for Green Book. Glenn Close took home a SAG Award last night for Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor for The Wife. She's currently an Oscar fave, and she looks so good. And Emily Blunt earned a SAG Award for Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor for A Quiet Place, which was directed by her husband, John Krasinski. Emily and John's reaction to her win, as well as her very sweet speech, was one of the highlights of the evening. Take a look at that special moment.
Emily Blunt for A Quiet Place.
I am going to share this completely with my husband, John Krasinski, who because the entire experience of doing this with you has completely pierced my heart directly. You are a stunning filmmaker. I'm so lucky to be with you.
Could they be any cuter? I mean,
they can't.
seriously,
They
they
can't.
have me tearing up for real. Definition of hashtag couple goals.
I know that's right. Now, the evening's other notable moments included Black Panther's win for Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture, Wakanda Forever. Escape of Dannemora star Patricia Arquette gave a shout out to Robert Mueller during her Outstanding Performance in the miniseries Acceptance Speech.
And Alan Alda was given a SAG Lifetime Achievement Award.
Very nice.
Yes, and we'll be joined by Jeremy and Andrea, who had an exclusive backstage spot right off the stage to get the winner's first reaction, so be sure to stick around for that. And now watch this. Oh my gosh, Lady Gaga shocked fans in Las Vegas on Saturday when she brought out her A Star Is Born co-star Bradley Cooper to perform live together. For the first time ever, the duo sang Shallow, the iconic song that took home the Golden Globe for Best Original Song in early January. This was part of Gaga's Enigma residency at the Park MGM. Gaga said to the crowd, "So a really good friend of mine, I don't know him, but his name's Bradley. He made that movie A Star Is Born." As you might expect, the crowd went wild at that, and then Gaga invited him on stage asking, "Yo, Bradley, you want to come up and do this one?" A Star Is Born has been a favorite going into this year's award season, of course. It is up for 6 Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Actress. And the movie didn't take home any SAG Awards last night, but the cast brought plenty of style to the big night. Rent Live might have thrown at-home viewers for a loop by airing pre-recorded portions of the show instead on Sunday night, but the studio audience in LA still got their live performance. And now their leaked videos are taking us behind the scenes as well. You can even see Brennan Hunt, who broke his foot during Saturday's dress rehearsal and was the reason behind the change of plans, still performing his numbers. Unbelievable. And he's not letting that wheelchair slow him down at all. Hunt played Rent's iconic character Roger in the television production. After Hunt broke his foot, Fox made the tough decision that the show would continue, but they would air pre-taped segments for most of the production and only go live at the end. In a statement obtained by People prior to the show, Fox said, quote, "In the spirit of Rent, everyone, producers and cast, original and current, is dedicated to ensuring that tonight's broadcast must and will go on." Hunt performed his final scenes live with a cast on his foot that was propped up onto a chair. And after the show, he praised his co-stars on Instagram, saying, quote, "I am just truly honored and blessed to be part of this Rent family." Meanwhile, the show definitely finished strong and live as the original cast of Rent came out on stage to surprise fans with an unforgettable performance of Seasons of Love. Such a sweet moment and such a great way to end the show. And even though things didn't go exactly as planned, it was clearly unforgettable for its stars as well. Vanessa Hudgens reflected fondly on the experience on Instagram, sharing a photo from the show and writing, "For real though, it was an experience I'll never forget. Thank you for mooing with me." Nicole, you have more for us in Star Treks. What's going on?
I sure do. So we're kicking off Star Treks today with a marvelous surprise. On Sunday night, the marvelous Mrs. Maisel star Rachel Brosnahan revealed to People that she's been married to actor Jason Ralph for years. You talk about keeping a secret. Brosnahan said, "We've been married for years and together even longer. We had a good laugh when the news came out that we had just got married. Like, happy 6-month anniversary, honey." Brosnahan took home a SAG Award Sunday night for outstanding performance by a female actor in a comedy series and shared a kiss with her husband before taking the stage. In her speech, Brosnahan said, "I've wanted to be an actor for as long as I can remember, and to be able to count all of you in the room as my peers, let alone stand on this stage, is beyond my wildest dreams." Now, we know that Brosnahan and Ralph have been together since at least 2015 when they worked together on the show Manhattan. But in 2018, a source told People that they were actually married. While the couple has kept their relationship mostly private, the two actors both wear bands on their left ring fingers. Now, you can see those bands back when they attended the 2018 Emmy Awards in September. So either way, congrats to Rachel and Jason for an unknown number of years of marriage. Congrats, guys. All right, it looks like even the royals have a hard time getting a day off. Prince Harry is set to spend his first Valentine's Day as a married man away from Meghan Markle. So rather than spending the day with his wife, the prince will be chilling. Get it? Well, he'll be with the Royal Marines in very cold and icy Norway, leaving Meghan back in the UK. Now, he heads north on February 14th to see how the Marines are training in the demanding and hostile environment 200 miles inside the Arctic Circle. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty cold, huh? Now, despite the distance, Meghan will find a way to make the day special for the couple. As she once revealed on her former lifestyle site, The Tig, that she is, quote, "such a sucker for Valentine's Day, aren't we all?" And with her first child on the way, this holiday is bound to be their most romantic yet. This is not something new for the two, though last year during the couples, they attended the one and only Valentine's Day as an engaged couple. Harry joined his father on an environmental meeting. He did have good reason to be away from his fiancée. They were discussing how to save coral reefs, but the couple ended Valentine's week strong with a date night at Hamilton in London, thrilling the cast with their appearance among the sold-out crowd. That is so sweet. And those are your Star Treks for today.
Stay with us, guys. We've got all the exclusive behind-the-scenes details and fashion highlights from the SAG Awards still to come.
Plus, we've got puppies. We'll be joined live by 3 adorable pups to get even more excited for this weekend's Puppy Bowl.
And we've been asking about your favorite moment of the SAG Awards in our People poll. So let's check in on those results so far. Let's see what you guys said.
Oh, the Black
Panther cast win. I knew it.
Well,
that
that's
was so
37%,
awesome.
but at the very top, we have John
Krasinski's
crying.
winning.
Yes, that was really sweet. And the Fatal Attraction reunion, that was awesome. And of course, everyone's rooting for Jeffrey Owens. So keep on voting, guys, for your favorite moment of the night. Now, let's say hello to Andrea and Jeremy joining us live from Los Angeles. Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
What's
Hey guys. Yeah, that poll was pretty close.
I know.
The Black Panther win kind of creeping in there. But yeah, guys, it's so great to be here with you. We had the best time at the Screen Actors Guild Awards last
so
night.
fun.
As we said, we were on the carpet beforehand. We were backstage after the show as well, talking to some of the iconic stars. We witnessed some very iconic moments. Let's get into it a bit.
So yeah, we were backstage. It was really cool because there wasn't a lot of people back there. And as soon as the stars won, they came out to get their awards. So everyone was just so pumped to be there.
Yeah, one of the best parts when they would come back, everyone working, they have a lot of security in this counter where all the SAG Awards are lined up, and
We
the
got
stars.
to hold
We had to hold
SAG
one.
award.
They're very heavy.
It was hard not to run away with it.
Yeah, we tried to steal one. No, we didn't. But they came back, and then everyone just erupted into applause in this little pod of people.
Yeah.
And the great thing was just all the emotion that was there. I guess one of my favorite moments was Emily Blunt winning for A Quiet Place.
Oh yeah, and I mean I love those two because I mean she talked to us about John Krasinski and her kind of being criers, which I thought was really funny. And they are couple goals. I mean I don't know if we're still doing the hashtag couple goals, but if we are, they are that.
We keep it alive just for them, if nothing else. We're going to talk to her, or we did talk to her about how she's going to be celebrating, and about A Quiet Place 2. What does she know? And all that crying that her and John do. Watch this. How do you and John celebrate a night like tonight?
Oh, we're going to drink a lot.
Lots of drinking.
Wait, what's the drink of choice?
Tequila.
Oh,
Any breakthroughs for the Quiet Place sequel in terms of plot? I know the writer.
I can give you nothing.
Oh, but we want
and
to
I know so much.
Well, I did.
nothing.
You had said that he cried when you watched a screening of Mary Poppins.
Sure.
So, what is it like when you two watch A Quiet Place? The first time you watched it, what was his reaction then?
Tears.
What was
Tears of joy.
tears?
Was it
Tears. Yeah.
Or do you
Tears
always
of
cry
fear.
for everything?
He is a crier, and I'm a crier, so we cry at America's Got Talent as much as we do in Mary Poppins. So we are both criers.
I love them. It makes me tear up when they talk about their love story. It's great.
She had a great year. So A Quiet Place, Mary Poppins Returns, both movies that we're really big fans of. And it was a really emotional night for Emily. And then other award winners like Sandra Oh, who was just literally in tears.
Very emotional. Yes, we got to talk with her. Watch this.
I feel so emotional and like just shaky. I don't know really what that means, but you know, I gotta tell you, this room for me, and you know, being an actor, it's like it's the best room. It's the best room. Like this one counts the most because it's just your fellow actors. So
I think it's interesting in covering awards season and all that kind of thing. It's very easy for a lot of people to become jaded. You've been able to really tap into a lot of meaning and a lot of emotion through this entire experience. Why have you been able to do that?
because I work really hard at it. You have to, if you want to make things mean things, something, if you want to find meaning, you have to go search for it. So that's something I definitely actively practice.
I love that message too.
felt it.
Yeah, and you can tell she does work really hard. I think it's a really good message. You can't just walk in and win a SAG award.
No, right. Well, and she's put her blood, sweat, and tears into this, so
Mm-hmm.
to speak. And she was very emotional at the Golden Globes as well. We remember that, and you know, talking to her parents and that whole thing. But speaking of emotional, grab the tissues. This Is Us, your favorite show in the world.
No, I love This Is Us. It is the show that makes me just weep when I'm watching.
Yeah.
It really is so heartfelt, and they just delve into these really, intense topics. I love it. So the Pearson family chatted with us backstage about their win. They were very excited, especially Chrissy Metz. Chrissy Metz, take
There
a
it
look.
is.
Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Elated, excited, shocked. Excited.
Winning is amazing, and being nominated is amazing, but winning is amazing.
Chrissy Metz, how are you feeling?
I cheered like a football crazy mom. If anybody can find footage of that, it's embarrassing. I'm very excited.
She's amazing.
They're so tight knit, and you can tell. Let's just say this: Guys, they are really as great together as it seems like they
And
are.
I love because you have the original cast members, you know, the actual adults, and then you have the younger version and the even younger version. So the kids were there with these heavy awards, and it was just so adorable.
Here's a really cute moment backstage. The littlest boy that plays the littlest version of Kevin was crying at some point, and Milo Ventimiglia came over and was like embracing him, like it's okay, buddy. He was so excited, he was crying in tears.
We saw them at the party, and then they were all holding their awards. It was like, wow.
Strong
nice
kids.
life, yeah.
They had nice life too, and strong. Those things are heavy. Anyway, they do anything for each other. We love them. Jason Bateman, by the way, who was one of the big winners of the night for Ozark, he heard their screams in the background, kind of commented on it during our interview. He's really funny. Watch this.
To get this kind of feedback is great. There's a lot of really good people that go into making this show, and this is kind of like a nice.
This is us cast.
Exciting time.
Is the cast of Ozark like that in the room when you're ever all together?
This is us just found out they won, and they're doing their winning interview for Entertainment Tonight.
They were very loud, yeah.
All right, Rami Malek, Bohemian Rhapsody, obviously one of the biggest winners of the night, one of the biggest performances of the year. We keep talking about him playing Freddie Mercury.
I mean, I interviewed him at the premiere. So that was before any of the awards shows, and now he's just killing it.
Yeah.
I mean, Golden Globe, now this. And he talked to us about how he would do anything to become an actor back in the day, even if that meant delivering pizzas with a twist. Watch.
I used to tape my headshot and resume to pizza boxes, and if anyone seemed even remotely involved in the industry, I was taping them up and sending them out for years. So I was dying to get a role as an actor. This is more extraordinary than I could have ever expected in my life.
How are you celebrating?
I'm gonna go out with that cast that I adore so very much.
And are you keeping this by the teeth that you got plated in gold?
I'm gonna have to find a new place for this one, and it's a gorgeous statue. I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet, but I am gonna treasure it for sure.
Those gold-plated teeth.
Okay, look, I got that little tidbit when I first interviewed him. He got the Freddie Mercury prosthetic teeth plated in gold. I thought it was a really fun
And
touch.
now all of the awards that are coming along as a result of that are really making the gold plating
Do we think
pay.
that he'll take home an Oscar? I mean, I can't believe he beat out Christian Bale for this.
The SAG Awards are a very good indicator for Oscar wins, and he's had so much momentum leading up to this. Also, what I loved about Rami Malek, when he came up to me on the carpet beforehand, he loves the guys, but he was with his mom and sister.
Yeah.
He had them there and backstage as well. He's kind of bringing the family along for the ride.
Yeah, I mean, he made a huge splash with Mr. Robot, earned him an Emmy, keeps surprising people with his talent. I mean, he's a very, very talented actor.
Yeah, he's very mellow, very charming, very funny. But nobody is funnier than Mrs. Maisel and that
true.
whole cast.
So they won. They earned 3 SAG Awards. Not very surprised, though.
Yeah, not surprising to us. If they were so elated, though, where are they keeping the awards? How do they feel the moment after? Here we go. Take a look.
We got a bunch of these. It's a little crazy.
For 3 so far.
Yeah, we won the first 3, and it's obnoxious.
I've never won anything
actually
in my
obnoxious.
life. Have you?
No.
No,
To win the
never.
first 3 awards.
Not in
Wait, so now that you have it, where's it going?
Kevin.
You know
You're not
what?
wrong. You're not wrong.
My son can put this wherever he wants because I sacrifice a lot as a mom that has to leave town. So this is really for my son.
I don't know. Where are you guys putting it?
My bathroom. No, I have no idea. I don't know.
I'm gonna put with the other ones that I have, but then I'm also, but then I'm gonna steal this from her son.
I like that Zachary Levi was just working out with
Sorry,
it.
I was stretching. It's hard to stretch with this big cast.
Look, as you can tell from those videos, it was kind of hectic back
It was
there.
chaotic for sure.
It's hard to interview a huge cast.
You were an extra in that show.
Hey, Jeremy, it was not an extra role. I had a line. If you have a line or two, it's a co-star role.
So Andrea was an extra in the show.
It was not an extra.
And, but the great thing
There's nothing wrong with extra work either.
But Andrea, not only there backstage, but at the party the night before, you got to reconnect with the cast member that you actually had the scene with in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
I had a line, and I said,
As an
we're
extra.
34, and then yeah, so then his line was, go get a dog, and then I was shoot out. So it was a fun little moment.
You guys remember that moment, right?
So
we talked to Maren Hinkle a couple months ago, by the way, at People Now. She just loves this role and has such a, I don't know, she just has a great heart, doesn't she?
yeah, I mean, she's amazing. People are obsessed with this show, and rightfully so, because it's absolutely hilarious.
All right, another show that people are obsessed with. Let's keep moving on. What is it?
I mean, Escape at Dannemora. When we first watched it, I watched it first and I told Jeremy, like, you have to watch this. It's a true story. It's so raw. Patricia Arquette is incredible. She recently won the Globe, and then she won a SAG Award last night.
I came in after watching that the first time and was just like, it's so raw. That's
Blown
the only
away.
word that I can, and we said it last night to Patricia and to different people, but she told us this great story, Patricia Arquette did, about playing the real life Tilly Mitchell and this bizarre story that occurred while visiting the prison that Tilly worked at. Listen to this.
We went to tour the prison and we got to be taken around the room where Tilly worked. And this lovely woman who took over Tilly's job, I think her name was Denise. I was asking her, do guys flirt with you? And you're a pretty lady. And she was like, I try to treat everyone like people. And we went to the back room where they supposedly had this affair. And then a few weeks later, she got arrested for having an affair back there.
I mean, the details are so crazy. Don't do what Tilly did. I think that's
pretty shocking. She also told us, by the way, that when her name was first announced, she thought they said Patricia Clarkson.
Yeah.
And turned and was just like grabbing her purse, and then they're like, no, it's you. And she said she thought, oh, Patricia Clarkson, she's really rad. That's
that category was super fierce.
Yeah.
But yeah, Patricia Arquette, she was incredible in that role. And it's interesting seeing her all glammed up, because that's not the case.
Exactly
in the
the
show.
opposite of her role in Escape.
Yeah.
All right, so finally, a really sweet and long overdue moment. Alan Alda gets a SAG Life Achievement Award. He was adorable,
I was
wasn't he?
so happy for him. He's so sweet, so cute. He's very active at his age. He boxes.
You guys bonded over the
We
boxing
did.
and
We
your
bonded.
boxing injuries. Watch this.
I had to go on a diet to fit into my tuxedo.
Oh, yeah, is that right?
Yeah, so now I can go back to the Barolo. You know?
Wait, how intense was the?
Am I telling you too much?
No, how intense was the diet?
I did that thing where you eat for a day, then you don't eat for a day, then you eat for it. It's really good.
Well, I know you do boxing too, right?
And I box a little, yeah.
I do boxing. I have this.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah, let's see that injury from boxing.
How? Where? What do you mean?
Right there.
How'd you get an injury?
From hitting the bag too hard. So we have something in common. We like to box.
Oh, don't hit it so hard.
You gotta tone it back a little bit. You're too
I know.
fierce.
I mean, look, boxing's fun, and I love that Alan Alda does boxing. He also has a podcast. He does so much, and he's very active.
When he talked to us about having the podcast on the carpet pre-show, he said his friends tell him he's the oldest millennium. And I said, millennial? And he said, millennial, whatever. His whole family was there. They kind of corrected him. Anyway, that was a great moment. He had such a great time last night, and we obviously had a great time too. And now we move on to the Oscars. We can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah. Indeed. Oh, do you see a familiar guest, Jeremy and Andrea?
Andrea, Jeremy, how are you? Hi.
Frankie. Hello.
It's so good to see
You
you.
look
I'm
great.
so happy that you're here. I wish I was with you in person, but this is wonderful. Good morning.
Hi, guys. Okay, so this
I know,
friendly
we're
smiley
basically
face.
through the screen.
This friendly smiley face. Let's bring in our friend, social media mogul and fashionable host, Frankie Grande.
Hello.
Oh, we're so happy to have you here
Let's
with
get
us.
started. We got the expert here. Let's take a look at a few of the trends from last night. First one, power pantsuits.
Yes.
What did we think of the pantsuits some of the women wore? We had Yara Shahidi, Emma Stone, Glenn Close. What are your thoughts here?
Well, I think that the pantsuit is such a wonderful, wonderful statement in general. It looks incredible. And also, I love what Yara Shahidi said, which is she wore a pantsuit last year, and she loved it so much because she could dance the night away at the party and just
Very
live
free,
her life.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love that she did it again this year, but this time with a twist, like kind of a skirt over the pantsuit, and I thought that was really lovely.
I love that too. And there were some metallic looks as well.
Yes.
Betty Gilpin, Angela Bassett,
Yes.
Melissa McCarthy, and Darren Criss. They were all rocking that silver glitter. Any faves there?
I think you just hit on it. I mean, Angela Bassett looked absolutely incredible. And also metallics is just a lovely way to bring kind of a sparkle into a theme, which it's a little bit more of an industry event, but
Yep.
when you wear metallics, it
Yes.
just makes everything kind of pop.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at Angela Bassett. She is such a queen, and the movement
Resplendent. Oh my
in
God.
that dress is just fantastic.
It's the hair, it's the makeup, it's the dress, and she's 60 plus killing it.
Yeah.
But there was a fella in there that was also looking really good.
my
Darren
friend, Darren Criss,
Yeah.
and he wore Armani, and he looked fantastic. And I think the thing that I liked so much about it was that he had, there was a print within the pattern, which really just made everything pop. And I love when men take risks on the red carpet. If I have to see one more man in a black tuxedo and another man in a black tuxedo, I'm sure I'm going to see it all over the Oscars because
Yes,
it happens every
right.
single time. But I love when a man takes a risk with a jacket.
Have fun with it, it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought the men really showed up last night.
They really
What did you
did.
think? We had some people mixing it up a little bit.
Oh yes, I mean Henry Golding was I think my favorite. Look at that beautiful gold papa collar.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, he looked good.
Yeah,
The smile,
amazing.
the jacket.
Yeah, and everyone. Oh, look, and Chadwick Boseman has that beautiful brooch on, and it's just. I like any side of jewelry.
Yes.
You bring some sort of jewelry into a blazer. I think it just elevates it a little bit more. And again, like men taking risks. I love it.
Speaking
I show
of
up
taking
for
risks,
that.
though, look at that photo right there. We have
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan in the harness.
Yes.
I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on the harness trend.
I really like the harness trend. I don't think that surprises anyone who knows anything about my taste. But I really do like it. You know, we saw it at the Oscars last year, and on Timothy Chalamet and Adam Rippon. So I think it's just here, and it's again like another way to kind of embellish something that could be very, very boring, like just a boring tuxedo. You add a little harness, and oh my God, all of a sudden it's an exciting
The
tuxedo.
look has gone up, and if it's Louis Vuitton, we're loving it. Going back to
Yes.
Black Panther for a second,
Yes.
let's talk about Chadwick Boseman's look, right?
Yeah,
He had the
fantastic.
turtleneck and the brooch and the gold jacket. Is that a thumbs up for you? Did you love it?
I did love it, and again, like bringing kind of that metallics flavor into it because it's a very like beautiful bronze, and again the pattern within it and the jewelry, the brooch is just a little bit of bling. Add
It's
a
a yay
little
from
bit of
Frank.
bling.
A little bit of bling.
Yes.
So don't be afraid of the bling. That's a good way to incorporate it.
I love
People
that
say
advice.
take one accessory off. I say put one accessory on
I'm
on
with
your way
you.
out of the door. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Absolutely.
It's a big event.
Really, the entire cast of Black Panther, they looked
Yes.
amazing. And how great was it to see them really shine last night, especially with their win, their big win.
Huge.
Yeah.
Oh my
Huge.
gosh. Let's get into
And they
Denai
look fantastic
Guerrero's.
together. Look
All
at
of them together. It's like they got on a call and talked about
I
what they're
know.
wearing.
You have to
Exactly.
think that
Let's
they planned
see.
this.
Yeah, but I love Denai Guerrero's feathers. I love the feathers and the silhouette and that skin. Oh my God. They are just straight out of Wakanda.
Amazing, and
Yeah.
again, like congratulations to them, and
Yeah.
like well deserved.
deserved.
Fantastic
Indeed.
film and a fantastic ensemble.
Speaking of fantastic, we saw John Krasinski in this green tux. Now, what did you think of his wife, Emily Blunt, in this?
Oh, I just gasped.
She's wearing a custom pink
Yeah.
sculptural gown by Michael Kors.
Yes.
I think your reaction says it all, but tell me.
It does. Well, also I love that it is sequins. So if you could take a boomerang of her, you know, like I just want to see that the whole thing sparkled as it walked in. Look at there you go. You can see it right there, and it's just so well made. And Michael Kors called it pink peony, which is the color, and I really think it's beautiful. And also I like that the collar looks almost like a flower.
It's like an
or
art piece, right? Like Art
It
Deco.
did look like a
She
and the
did, like
cutout
a
in the
sculpture.
back.
Yeah.
I think she's just nailing it in all ways.
And
It's
of course the clutch.
very statuesque. You know, she looks like the statue.
She does.
She really
She does.
does.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And yes, the clutch was in very nice detail.
Beautiful. Now, speaking of pink,
Yes.
RuPaul's Drag Race, Shangela, who
My
also
girl.
appeared, in A Star Is Born, she wore this
Christian
ombre pink
Siriano.
dream. Yes,
Wow.
Christian Siriano. I gotta know, what did you think about this? Look like she was having so much fun.
I mean, she's having a wonderful time, and also, like, I love when someone brings drama
Yes.
to a red carpet at an award show, and you know what? Leave it to a queen to be the one that brought the most drama to the
the
carpet.
good drama that we
Yeah,
like, though.
Exactly,
Yeah.
the good drama, and it was just really beautiful. And again, like we're seeing a lot of these pinks, like these colors on the runways this year.
Absolutely.
And this has kind of each and every one of them, each one of the Pantone
Yes.
pink colors of the
Hit it
season
all.
are right there. So it was beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And the movement again was just so lovely.
That sweetheart neckline, that big
Yes.
ball gown. She looks like a princess, a queen.
She does. She looks like the queen that she is.
Yes.
Miss Shangela. Yeah.
Absolutely. And let's take a look at Margot Robbie, who was
Yes.
nominated for her performance in Mary, Queen of Scots. She wore this plunging Chanel white and gold dress, beading and metallic thread. She was my favorite. I thought she looked so beautiful,
She does.
classic.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I like it because this is a way of taking something that like could be just a simple silhouette and
Yes.
really blinging it up with the fact that it is Chanel and it is gold, right? So we're still seeing that metallic trend. We're still seeing that sparkle trend that we're seeing, like the sequins, the fact that there's beading, which is actually like makes it look again like a beautiful Christmas tree when she walks or moves. And I think that it's just really meticulously done, and sometimes less can be more.
Absolutely.
And I like the way that she paired with her makeup and with a very simple necklace, like very, very
When your face looks like
elegant.
that, less
I know,
is
you
more.
don't have to do anything.
You just get some beach waves in your hair,
Elegant.
and you get the right dress, the right fit. It looks like she was literally molded
Yes.
into that dress.
Yes.
All right, so we saw lots of red as well on the carpet. I
Yes.
love that. But we love this Jane Fonda scallop sequin gown by
Valentino.
It is right. Did she outshine everybody in this?
I mean, look, again, like sequins and scalloped. You can see the detailing in that dress. And I think that she was one of the only people, also Sandra Oh also wore red, but like this statement red color is
Laverne
just...
Cox wore red.
She
Aquafina
did,
wore
yes.
red. Yep.
She did. But this to me just really, really pops. And with that red lip match, it's just such a powerful color. And it's Jane Fonda.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? She's an icon. And she
Right.
was like, I'm going to walk this carpet. Look at that
Look
ring.
at that bling, that teardrop bling.
That's absolutely stunning.
Yes.
So she really did. And of course, there with Lily Tomlin. Like, I mean, what a great pair they are.
Indeed.
Grace and Frankie is fantastic.
And-
And she was also in Sequence, Lily Tomlin.
She
so.
was.
I love
Speaking
the
of fantastic,
sequins
yeah.
and the cast of Crazy Rich Asians. I thought they also looked fabulous.
Incredible.
Constance Wu has really been a fashionable figure on the carpet this year. Looks stunning in this Oscar de la Renta strapless gown with that bangle on her arm. I love that look. What did
Me
you think
too.
about this?
I think it was absolutely beautiful. Again, we were seeing metallics,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
always. And I do, again, I like the bangle like being up higher. And any sort of unconventional way of wearing jewelry to an award show, I think is always wonderful and very, very fun. They look lovely. And I mean, the fashion in the movie too is so iconic. So
Yes.
they kind of needed to bring it to the red carpet, and they did.
Oh,
and Gemma Chan too.
Gemma Chan was stunning as
She
well, and
looked
Michelle Yeoh.
unbelievable.
All of them just
Yes.
wow. They really, really nailed it.
Yeah.
All right. So what did you make of Lady Gaga's white Dior dress that basically came off the runway, right?
Yeah.
It's the dark lip, the white pumps, the sleek hair back. Was this what you expected from Gaga?
You know, actually, no. I mean, she wore such a large and over
never
the
know
top.
what to
Yeah,
wear.
exactly.
From Gaga,
Dress to
I feel
the
like.
globes, but I think it's strategic, right? Like when you do an awards season, you have to have some sort of strategy plan for like pacing yourself.
Right.
So she did a big gown for the Globes. She did this now for the SAG Awards, and like I cannot wait to see what she wears
For
to the Oscars.
So you felt like she held back a little bit. She just gave us a little taste.
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, she looks wonderful. She looks gorgeous, but I think that we're going to get a little bit more drama from Gaga coming to the Oscars, unless she pulls a Nicole Kidman and decides to just wear like a slip.
Right.
And be like,
And she
there
can
you
get
go.
away with it. With that
Exactly.
body, that
Exactly.
face, absolutely.
She can do whatever.
Exactly.
Another star, host Megan Mullally, she bought this Alexander McQueen online. The fashion
love
house.
that. Yeah.
The fashion
love her.
house sent her some options. Megan said that none of them worked out for her. What do you think?
I think it's perfect, and
I
I,
know.
think that she's just so. I love that she did that, and it's very hard. You can just hear her little voice saying, "Just do it. I just bought it online, and then that's it." And she nailed the trends too, like metallic beading, and I love the way that the beading actually frames her body.
It does.
It's
She's in
really beautiful.
excellent shape. She was rolling solo last night. Her husband was in London, and she looked incredible in all her looks,
Yeah, she
right?
really did.
All right, so who was your absolute favorite of the night, Frankie? This is tough, but talk to me.
Yara Shahidi.
Yara Shahidi. Okay, so
Yeah.
you love the cape and
I love the cape, and I love the fact that it was a pantsuit. And again, if you could look at it underneath, it was kind of like a sequined cat suit in pink with that detailing over the side. And I really think that she did a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful job with everything the entire.
Yeah, and she's so young. We have so much to look
I
forward to.
know,
from her.
and I
feel like
love
she's just
that.
gonna keep growing. Yeah.
And I love that.
Indeed.
Again, I love that she's young because she's not afraid to take risks and be a little whimsical on the carpet. So I think she nailed it.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Who was your favorite?
I really liked Margot Robbie. I thought she was just beautiful.
Stunning.
This is very
Right?
true.
Yep.
This is very true. And I'm a little biased. I love Danai Gurira. She's from Zimbabwe, so I thought she was great. All right.
All right, speaking of fashion, glitter, shine, all this fun stuff. Frankie,
Yeah.
you just collaborated with
Yes.
Fifth and Ninth on a phone case collection, which
Always
Yeah.
ready.
gotta
I
get one of
love it.
Yeah, it's so cute. Thank you so much.
let me see that.
Yeah, and it says shine bright.
I love it.
Basically, I've always said shine bright like a Frankie. That's always been my motto. And I feel like it's just a nice way to like remind yourself when you look at your phone, because you look at your phone every day, and instead of seeing like a black case, you're sort of like a boring, bland case, you can see this and be like, I should shine bright today.
A little
Oh,
reminder.
I love that positive reinforcement.
Yeah,
Now,
be
so-
you guys.
I
Shine
love
bright.
it. I love it. Now, speaking of it, it was launched on your birthday.
Yes.
And what fun plans did you do for your big day? I think I kind of know.
Okay.
But you just celebrated a very significant milestone. Did you you do some singing? Was you belting?
I did my one-man show to celebrate my birthday because, like, what a great way to do that. No, I wanted to bring all my friends together and kind of celebrate everyone that's kind of gotten me to where I am over the past year. And the best way to do that was to have everybody in the same room. And we did a show, and it was so fun. I mean, I'm a performer. Of course, I want to do a show on my birthday.
And Andrea was there. People's TV's Andrea was there.
I love her
Such
so
a
much.
small world. I
Yes.
love it.
Well, we've known each other. Well, you know, the reality TV world.
Yeah.
It's this big.
It's this big. Everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
All right, so another milestone is your sister Ariana's new album, Thank You
Yes.
Next. That's
Oh my
about to officially drop on February 8th. We're all super excited about that, if you can't tell.
Yes.
What do you think of it?
I mean, it's unbelievable. I think that you've seen just from the past 2 singles, Thank You Next and 7 Rings, I mean, being such a huge success, is that, and being so different than what she's done in the past, she's really taken the reins and taking the entire music industry in a completely different direction, and it's just kind of like taking everyone by storm, and the album's gonna continue to do that. It's gonna surprise, and it's going to be, so it's just because she's so genuinely authentic. She wrote this album with her girlfriends in the studio.
So
like,
awesome.
how cool.
Very cool.
So, yeah, she's taking the world in a different direction, and I kind of really love it.
Oh, I
do too.
We do too.
Yeah.
Absolutely cannot wait. Speaking of shine bright, she shines bright, and so do you.
Thank
Frank.
you.
I want you to be my
Oh my God, the sparkle on his eyes, guys. He was like total sparkle. Don't you love it, Frankie? Thank you so much
Thank you,
for going
guys.
through all the fashion from the SAG Awards with us. And make sure to keep an eye out for Frankie's new phone case collection with 5th and 9th. Yes. I love it. All right, well, guys, now that the SAG Awards are over, we're looking ahead to the Super Bowl, which is less than a week away. But we all know the most exciting part of the night might not be the game itself or even the halftime show. It's those commercials that get everybody talking.
Yes, and we have a first look at one of those ads coming to you from Stella Artois. You may recognize a couple famous faces in here. Take a look.
Home run.
Cosmopolitan?
Nope. Tonight, I'll have a Stella Artois. You're Stella, please. Thank you.
It's Carrie Bradshaw in The Dudes. Sarah Jessica Parker and Jeff Bridges are going back to their roots, reprising their fan favorite roles from Sex and the City and The Big Lebowski. It's a duo we didn't know we needed, but after watching it, I gotta say, it makes total sense.
So in the ads, they're mixing their go-to cocktails in favor of an ice-cold Stella instead. Now remember how much Carrie and the girls loved their Cosmos, and the dude always had a White Russian in his hand. Remember that?
It's all part of Stella Artois and Water.org's Pour It Forward campaign. So here's the deal. For every Stella purchase from now until March 31st, they'll donate a month of access to clean water to someone living without it. So that means if you buy a 6-pack, that's 6 months of clean water for one person in the developing world. So drink up, everybody.
Yeah, cheers to that. Now, people caught up with Jeff and Sarah Jessica on set while they shot their commercials, talking about what it was like bringing back those characters back to life. And Jeff dropped a bombshell about his time as the dude. Prepare to be shocked. Watch.
You know, I'll smoke a bit of herb in my time, you know. I chose not to smoke any doing that movie.
Interesting.
You know, because there were the lines, you know, every man, every F-bomb, you wanted it right where the music, in the music, you didn't want any improving stuff.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
But I thought, oh, we're gonna lay off the pop, man. Just, you know, what do the actors say? Sense memory, right?
Right.
That's so awesome. Now, we're also so excited that Carrie Bradshaw is being brought back to life. It might not be the Sex and the City reboot that everyone's been talking about for years, but guess what? We'll take it.
One of our favorite Carrie-isms are her notorious monologues, and it turns out recording those was actually kind of therapeutic for her. Watch.
I don't like being alone in a room. I never have. So it was hard at first because I had to be all alone for many hours, you know. But they became a much more creative experience, and I became much more conscious of words in a way that was a different kind of storytelling, and I learned to be alone in a room, actually. I think because I grew up with so many kids that I couldn't even brush my teeth like by myself. I had to walk around and be with everybody else while I was brushing my teeth even, and but I liked it.
Do you ever slip into that narrative mode where you're like,
kind of think like.
Couldn't help but wonder?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but wonder. No, I mean, I don't. I don't, no.
So what's one thing true about both of your characters that you wish were true about your real self?
I wish I had as much time for friends and brunch.
Indeed. Well, in the ad, they might be giving up their classic White Russians and Cosmopolitans in favor of beer. But what about in real life? Here's how they really feel about their signature cocktails.
I like my Russians clear. You know, occasionally, like, you know, the White Russians, it's sort of like a dessert kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, every once in a while, you know, but I'll get, you know, people will, you know, I'll send me those.
I'm sure
you know.
people will send you White Russians.
But yeah, I like my Russians clear, you know.
I enjoy a Cosmopolitan.
What is the
but
Cosmopolitan? What's in it?
So from what I understand, it's a. I'm not a huge drinker, but I think it's a spirit. It's a vodka, and it's a grenadine. No, I can't recall the ingredients. All I am thinking about now is Stella Artois. It's eclipsed whatever knowledge I once had of a Cosmopolitan, because a Cosmopolitan doesn't offer free access to water.
There you go.
Let the Puppy Bowl begin.
Oh, Super Bowl Sunday is fast approaching, which means everyone's favorite pregame show is almost here. That's right, the one and only Puppy Bowl.
Oh my goodness, and joining us to talk about the exciting event is the legendary host himself, Dan Schachner, and these adorable little doggies.
Oh my God.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Welcome, and tell us who we have here today.
Yeah, this is Rona and Kalua, and this is Edwin. They're all from the Sado Project. They go down to Puerto Rico and they rescue abandoned dogs and they bring them to the States.
Amazing.
To the mainland, and they get them adopted.
And will any of these dogs be playing in the Puppy Bowl?
No, because you know what? When we shot the Puppy Bowl in October, they weren't even born.
Oh, you little baby.
Yeah, these guys are 3 months old, last season.
Oh
So
my
they're
gosh.
our representative pups, you know?
Okay.
They're doing the press tour with us.
And they're doing a pretty good job. Now,
Yeah.
how many puppies can we expect to see on Sunday in the big game?
The big game, it's our 15th year, so we're really going out.
Wow.
Our motto is go big and go home, because they all get adopted at the end, right? So it's 93 dogs from across the country and internationally. We have one dog from Costa Rica, and they all get adopted by the end. We also have a kitten halftime show. We have a sloth assistant for me. We have kangaroo cheerleaders. It's a zoo.
It's a zoo,
It's
but it sounds like
amazing.
a fun time.
And there are two teams, Team Rough and Team Fluff. So who do you think has the edge here?
Well, I'm not allowed to divulge. You know,
Okay.
I was there.
I understand.
will also tell you America votes, not on the winner. So there's two teams, right? Rough and Fluff, repped here. They've each won twice. So really, this year is all about bragging rights. Who's going to get that third victory? As far as individual dogs, they all play for MVP, Most Valuable Pup, but America votes on that. So when you tune in at 3 o'clock on February 3rd, which we hope America does, right before the other big game, human football game.
Yeah.
The real game happens at 3. America votes. And then based on the online votes, we
That's
declare our MVP, Most Valuable Pup.
Super competitive, super cute too. Now these are just a few of the notable pups in this year's game. Tell us more
got something to
about. Yeah, he's so excited.
got
Tell us
something
more
to
about
say.
Marisol.
Yes, Marisol came, that was the one Costa Rican pup. So there's a place in Costa Rica called Zaguates. I think I'm saying it right. It's an animal sanctuary. It's acres and acres of land where these wild dogs run free, and they are really all up for adoption, and people go down there. But it's a really different way to do the sort of dog rescue model. The dogs are being rescued, but they're living in this animal sanctuary. And so Marisol came from this amazing animal sanctuary of dogs that needs homes, comes to the United States, participates in Puppy Bowl, and already has an adopted family.
Oh, that's so awesome, Dan.
That's awesome.
All
and
right.
since we are People Magazine,
Yes.
we have to ask about the star pooch, Violet Vanderpump.
Right.
How did Violet get involved?
So Violet Vanderpump from Vanderpump Dogs. So
Yes.
Lisa Vanderpump has done amazing work out in LA. She's got a great rescue where it's a cage-free rescue. So unlike your typical shelters where the animals are sort of caged up, it's all open and really comfortable space for the dogs. And we think psychologically that's better for them. Anyway,
Right.
Violet Vanderpump went through a puppy makeover to get ready for Puppy Bowl 15 and did an amazing job. Quite a good running back.
Oh, that's
and
so-
tailback.
Can't wait to see her.
I know, and it wouldn't be the Puppy Bowl without the Kitty halftime show, which you mentioned. It's the 15th anniversary. What can we expect this year?
Look, I love Maroon 5 and Adam Levine. I love them, okay?
Yeah.
But they cannot hold a candle to Maroon 5 and
Oh.
Adam Feline.
That's pretty big.
I'm
Pretty
just-
big talk there, Dan.
Tune in and let me know. Just tune in and let me know.
They can't hold a candle to them, huh? All right, now each team is gonna have a mascot. By the way, that puppy's mood
Yes.
is all of us Monday mood right there.
course.
Right? That's how we all feel.
He's exhausted.
Yes, he's exhausted.
So true,
Now,
Mako.
tell us about the mascot that we have and the animals that are cheering on the other team.
We have porcupines and we have capybaras. If you don't know what capybaras are, they are giant-sized guinea pigs from South America. And they're really interesting. We try to showcase as many, we are Animal Planet, so we try to showcase as many different animals as possible. And then we have kangaroo cheerleaders, or because they're kangaroos, I call them cheerleapers. And they're just there on the sidelines trying to, create the little animal spirit. They hang out there. They also hang out in our tailgating area and in the barking lot.
So the animals all get along. They're all friendly together.
I mean, they're not, because, we have vets and Humane Society on staff at
Gotcha.
all times.
Okay.
So they make sure the animals are always safe.
Gotcha.
So we're not just throwing animals in there. We do check them very, very carefully.
And what about Shirley?
Shirley is my sloth assistant. It's going okay. I mean,
Okay.
last year was her first year
Look
here.
at her.
And you can see she's dressed for the part. She's a little slow. She likes to chill out a little bit too much, but she's been very good at instant replay.
I think I'm Shirley.
Yeah, we're all Shirley.
We're all
we're all
Shirley
Shirley.
today.
No,
Now-
she's amazing.
Oh my God. Now, Dan, you got to go to Puerto Rico with the Sato project? Yeah, what was that experience like for you?
So, I'm just trying to walk the walk, right? I mean, we talk about animal adoption, and I wanted to go down there. I've worked with Sato Project for a long time. As I say, they go down to Puerto Rico, they rescue these abandoned dogs. 500,000 strays on the island of Puerto Rico. Worse now after Hurricane Maria. From the previous year. So they're an amazing group that goes down there and rescues them. I went down in August and I found one little pup named Bella, who I tried to scout talent, I guess, and then bring it out to the States. But Bella did participate in Puppy Bowl, was my foster pup during that time, did get adopted. So pretty
I
excited.
love a happy ending.
Yeah, it was a really sweet story.
That's so awesome. Well, Dan, we are out of time, but thank you so much. Now, make sure to tune into Puppy Bowl on Sunday, February 3rd at 3 p.m. Eastern on Animal Planet. Get a load of these cute animals.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.